Madrid, Spain's vibrant capital, is a city where history meets modern energy. From stunning royal palaces to world-class museums, lively plazas, and delicious tapas, Madrid has something for every traveler. In this video, we'll explore the top places to visit, the best guided tours, and some hidden gems you don't want to miss. Let's dive in. Check the links in the description for guided tours to book and things to see and do. Alright, forget the hotel. You just got to Madrid. Bags under your eyes, jet lag sinking its teeth in. You're gonna ignore all that. We're starting at the heart of this city, a goddamn artery clogged with history and cheap beer Plaza Mayor. This ain't some sleepy square, this place is alive, surrounded by buildings that have seen some stuff. Wars, inquisitions, bullfights, you name it. Find a balcony, grab a drink, soak it all in, and listen close, you might hear the ghosts of conquistadors whispering about stolen gold. From Plaza Mayor, you can practically smell the next stop, Puerta del Sol. It's like Times Square with less neon and more history. You got street performers, tourists, locals just trying to get their morning coffee. And that kilometer zero plaque? Yeah, that's where all the roads in Spain start. Think about that for a second. Every road, every story starts right here. Don't just stand there gawking though. This is Spain, people. Find a bar, order a vermouth, and watch the city wake up. Okay, so maybe you're not a king. Hell, I'm not even allowed back in Waffle House after that last incident. But trust me, even the most jaded cynic will feel a twinge of awe walking into the Royal Palace of Madrid. Luxury at its best. And I mean that in the best possible way. It's over 3,000 rooms of gold leaf, marble statues, and enough velvet. You'll wander through galleries hung with masterpieces, gawk at jewel-encrusted crowns, and probably trip, oh now, I know what you're thinking. Bourdain, I'm not a museum person. This isn't some dusty old museum, this is a monument to power, ambition, and the kind of excess that makes rock stars look like monks. But here's the thing about palaces. They're best when you imagine the stories behind the velvet ropes. Picture kings and queens plotting in the gardens. Imagine the lavish feasts, the backstabbing courtiers, the whole Shakespearean drama unfolding within these walls. Check the links in the description for guided tours to book and things to see and do. Look, I get it. Palaces, museums, they can wear you down. All that opulence starts to feel the same after a while. So let's trade the marble halls for something a little more low-key. Let's go find our zen. Retiro Park is Madrid's answer to Central Park, only with less muggings and more churros. We're talking 350 acres of gardens, fountains, and enough shady spots. Rent a rowboat, pretend you're in a Renoir painting, and try not to capsize. Stroll through the rose garden, smell the flowers, and try not to think about the inevitable passage of time. Or just find a bench, crack open a beer, and watch the world go by. And while you're at it, keep an eye out for the Crystal Palace. This ain't your grandma's greenhouse? This thing is straight out of a fairy tale, all glass and steel and shimmering reflections. But the real reason to come to Retiro Park? The food, of course. Forget the fancy restaurants. We're talking street food here, people. Alright, art lovers, this one's for you. We're about to dive headfirst into the deep end of the art world. First up, the Prado Museum. This ain't your average museum, folks. This is the Louvre, the Met, the Uffizi Gallery, all rolled into one. We're talking Goya, Velázquez, El Greco, the heavy hitters of the art world. You'll stand before masterpieces that have inspired awe and controversy for centuries. You'll see brushstrokes so fine they look like they were painted by angels. And you'll probably overhear some pretentious art snob talking about chiaroscuro and sfumato. But don't let the art world jargon scare you off. Just let the paintings wash over you. Get lost in the details. And if you don't feel something, even a little something, well, then you're probably dead inside. Next up, we're jumping forward a few centuries to the Reina Sofia Museum. This is modern art. Picasso, Dali, Miro, the rebels, the visionaries, the guys who threw paint at the canvas and called it genius. Check the links in the description for guided tours to book and things to see and do. Listen, I'm not much of a shopper. Give me a dimly lit bar and a plate of something fried over a department store any day. But even I have to admit, Gran Via is something special. It's a street that never sleeps, a symphony of neon lights, blaring music, and enough shopping to bankrupt a small country. Think Times Square meets Las Ramblas with a dash of Parisian chic thrown in for good measure. You'll find everything here, from high-end boutiques to tacky souvenir shops. Designer shoes? Check. Flamenco dresses? You got it. Bullfighting posters that'll make your grandma faint? Oh yeah, they got those too. But Gran Via is more than just a shopping destination. It's a living, breathing organism. Okay kids, gather round. It's time to talk about the good stuff, the food. And in Madrid, that means tapas. Forget your Michelin-starred restaurants and your white tablecloths. We're going to the trenches, to a place where the food is as good as the company. Welcome to Mercado de San Miguel, a goddamn cathedral dedicated to the worship of all things delicious. This place is a sensory overload in the best possible way. The smell of sizzling garlic and paprika, the sound of laughter and clinking glasses, the sight of mountains of cured ham, glistening olives, and enough seafood to make Poseidon jealous. Start with a plate of jamón ibérico, that melt-in-your-mouth ham that's worth its weight in gold. Then move on to the patatas bravas, crispy potatoes drenched in a spicy aioli that'll clear your sinuses. And for the love of all that is holy, do not leave without trying the gambas al ajillo, garlicky shrimp swimming in olive oil that's begging to be sopped up with crusty bread. But here's the thing about tapas. It's not just about the food. It's about the experience. Check the links in the description for guided tours to book and things to see and do. Alright, sports fans, this one's for you. Even if you don't know a penalty kick from a headbutt, there's something undeniably electric about stepping inside Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, the hallowed ground of Real Madrid. This ain't just a stadium, it's a temple, a shrine to the beautiful game. You can practically feel the history seeping from the concrete, the roar of the crowd, the agony of defeat, the ecstasy of victory. It's all here, etched into the very soul of this place. Take the tour, walk through the locker rooms, imagine the pre-game rituals, the nerves, the adrenaline. Stand on the pitch, look up at the stands, and feel the ghosts of football legends cheering you on. Listen, I get it. Madrid is a city that sucks you in. The food, the nightlife, the sheer energy of the place can be intoxicating. But sometimes, you need a break from the chaos. A chance to breathe, to explore, to discover something new. That's where the day trips come in. First up, we're heading to Segovia. Picture this, a Roman aqueduct, still standing after 2,000 years, casting long shadows over cobblestone streets. A fairy tale castle, perched on a hilltop, whispering tales of kings and queens and ancient battles. That's Segovia. Next, we're off to Toledo, a city that's like stepping into a time machine. Medieval walls encircling a labyrinth of narrow streets, ancient synagogues standing next to towering cathedrals. A history so rich, so complex, it'll make your head spin. And then there's Avila. Imagine a city entirely enclosed by honey-colored walls, like something out of Game of Thrones. Walk along the ramparts, gaze out over the rolling hills, and feel the weight of history pressing down on you. The sun's going down. The air is thick with anticipation, and you can practically feel the rhythm of the city pulsing beneath your feet. It's time to experience the soul of Madrid flamenco. Forget the cheesy tourist traps. We're going to the real deal, to a dimly lit tableau where the air crackles with raw emotion. Find a seat, order a drink, and prepare to be mesmerized. The music starts, slow and mournful, like a lover's lament. Then the dancers appear, their movements a whirlwind of passion, pride, and raw energy. The stomping of their feet, the snapping of their fingers, the way they become one with the music, it's enough to send shivers down your spine. But flamenco is more than just a dance. It's a way of life, a story told through movement, rhythm, and raw emotion. It's about love, loss, longing, and the fierce spirit of survival. And when the show's over, don't even think about going back to the hotel. Madrid's nightlife is legendary, a hedonistic playground that doesn't wind down until the early hours of the morning. Check the links in the description for guided tours to book and things to see and do. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of Madrid from the grand plazas to the hidden alleyways. We've explored palaces, wandered through museums, gorged ourselves on tapas, and maybe even learned a thing or two about Spanish history, or at least pretended to. But Madrid is more than just a collection of sights and experiences. It's a feeling, an energy, a pulse that beats to its own rhythm. It's a city that seeps into your soul, that stays with you long after you've left. You'll find yourself craving the taste of patatas bravas, longing for the sound of flamenco guitars, and dreaming of the vibrant chaos of the city's streets. So yeah, Madrid. It gets under your skin. The kind of place that makes you want to throw away your return ticket and just disappear. Wander down cobblestone streets, get lost in the markets, drink too much wine, and wake up with a head full of churros and regrets. But hey, that's what travel is all about, right? Pushing your boundaries, getting out of your comfort zone, experiencing something real. And trust me, Madrid is about as real as it gets. So go on. get lost. Check the links in the description for guided tours to book and things to see and do. See you soon in Madrid.